Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Stephanie Larralde, Director of Graduate Recruitment and Outreach here at the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. I just wanted to take a quick moment to pop on here on Facebook Live and answer any questions that you may have if you're thinking about pursuing a master's or doctoral degree here at the university. There's a lot of great things happening right now at the university. We have a lot of great new programs coming up here in graduate school. So I just wanted to take some time and answer any questions. Thank you all for joining today in our Facebook Live session and just give you some updates and highlights as to why you should pursue a graduate degree here and start this spring 2022 semester. Just to kind of start off, I want to give you with a quick overview of the programs that we have available. We have over 55 different master's degrees that you can choose from here. We have 9 doctoral programs and over 40 different graduate certificate programs to choose from. Each of these programs, there's options to take these programs, whether they're on campus, face-to-face, and 16-week-long traditional semester programs. And some of the most popular programs that we've had right now are offered in a 100% online accelerated version. So these online accelerated programs are very fast-paced, but they're meant for full-time working professionals who are interested in completing a degree. Some of these programs you can complete in as quick as a year for the most part, some as quick as 10 months. And of course, you can complete them from the comfort of your home. So these programs, some of the programs that are offered in this format are the MBA program, Masters in Public Affairs. We have our health sciences programs available in this format. And the way that you complete these accelerated online programs in a year is by the classes are offered in 7-week modules. So every 7 weeks, if you take 2 courses, you'll be done in as quick as a year. Another little update that I wanted to give you is that our application is free to apply. Most universities do charge a fee to apply, but most of our programs, it's a $0 application fee. So it doesn't cost you a thing to start an application here with us for most of our programs. And one of the most important things that I wanted to talk to you about today about this spring semester, if you are thinking about starting a master's program this spring 2022, is that we are currently offering a GRE or GMAT waiver. And you're probably wondering, okay, what is the GRE or GMAT? The GRE or GMAT are entrance exams that are typical common requirements from most of our programs here. And you have to take it to apply. It's one of the requirements to get into graduate school. But we are offering a waiver if you have a program that is available to start this spring, a master's program. You may not have to take that particular requirement. It's a waiver for most of the graduate programs. There is a handful that still require the exam, but for the most part, most of them are. And this is the last semester that we are offering this waiver. We've been offering this waiver for the past year due to the pandemic and the effect it had on testing centers across the world. So we did suspend this temporarily, and spring 2022 is the last semester that you'll be able to take advantage of this opportunity. And of course, this is going to save you time and money. The GRE and GMAT exams have a cost to them. Typically, it's $205 for the GRE and $250 for the GMAT exam. And then of course, the preparation time. Some people take preparation courses. So this is going to save you time and money. So I'm coming to you before the holidays hit to really stress the importance. If you are thinking about starting this spring, I want you to take advantage of that opportunity to waive that requirement for your program if it is available. You can actually see a list of programs that this applies to on our webpage, on our website at utrgv.edu/grad. If you visit our website, it's a big banner across our homepage, and you'll be able to click in there and see which programs are available for this waiver, this GRE or GMAT waiver. The other thing that I want to talk to you about, so That is one of the requirements for applications, the deadline. So if you're thinking about starting this spring semester for one of our traditional 16-week semester programs, the deadline to apply is January 5th. So I encourage you to apply as soon as possible. And this is why we wanted to go live now, is before the holidays hit, before everything starts getting busier, we want you to apply now, so that way you can start the process, because once you apply, we have to review your application, then it gets sent to the program to review all of your applications. So we want to make sure that there's enough time for you to be admitted and qualify for any funding that may be available. And so that is for a traditional program. For an accelerated online program, that deadline is January 7th to start for spring module 1. And again, apply as soon as possible. Because classes start January 18th for traditional programs and January 12th for accelerated online programs. And again, as a reminder, as I'm talking here today, if you have questions, please drop them in the comments box. So I'm going to check here really quick to see if we have any yet. Let's see. Okay, so somebody's asking, Tori's asking, if I'm thinking about applying for summer module 1 accelerated online, is applying the semester before best? I believe they said I'm able to apply this fall, but would that be too early? No, actually, it's never too early to apply. The sooner I encourage everyone, the sooner, you can apply a semester before, but the sooner you can get an application in, the better. And the reason I'm telling you this is because if there is scholarships available or financial aid available, the sooner that you get it admitted to the program is the sooner that you can qualify for those funding opportunities. So make sure that you apply as soon as possible. Applying a semester before is a good idea. I think that you should do that in the semester before, but the sooner the better, so that you can make sure you qualify for that financial aid, for those scholarships that become available. So apply early. And as we were talking about funding, there is definitely funding available for graduate students. There is federal aid through financial aid, so we encourage you to fill out your FAFSA as you are applying. Fill out your FAFSA at the same time too. We also encourage you to visit our scholarship page, utrgv.edu/grad scholarships. This page will tell you all the scholarships that are currently available for graduate students. You go in there, you create an account, and you fill out the application alongside your graduate application as well, because like I said, the sooner you get admitted, the sooner you can potentially qualify for any of these funding opportunities. In graduate school, you also have the opportunity for assistantships. There's graduate teaching, research assistantships available to graduate students. You do have to speak with your graduate program coordinator or visit the careers website. The careers website does list assistantship opportunities across campus as well. But the best person is your graduate program coordinator. And if just to kind of give everybody a background, a graduate program coordinator is the person who's in charge of the respective master's degree program from beginning to end. They review your application for consideration, and they are pretty much your advisor through the entire program. So if getting in contact with them is always a good idea at the very beginning of your process. That way they can guide you through everything that you need as you go through a master's program. And I'm going to take a second here. Let's see what other questions we have. Okay, we have a question about registering for classes. And if you're having any sort of difficulty registering for your classes, please contact us right away in the Graduate College. You can definitely call our our number, but go ahead and I'll drop it in the link for you so that you can call us right away. We also have a dedicated enrollment team who can help with any sort of registration issues when it comes to registering for your classes. And I was going to mention, if you're already admitted for this spring semester, you can already register for your classes right now. So if you're having any difficulty, you can contact us multiple ways. Like I said, through phone line. We do have a call center available to answer those questions. We also have a text messaging line, and we have an email, gradcentral@utrgv.edu. And of course, on our webpage, we do have a place where you can schedule an appointment. So you can schedule a one-to-one appointment with one of our specialists, and you pretty much just choose the time and availability that you have, and you can meet with them one-on-one. So please send us an email. Contact us right away if you're having difficulties. We want to help you with any errors that you may be getting with registration. So pretty much those are kind of the biggest things that I wanted to tell you about taking advantage of the Gre Gmat waiver, making sure that you apply well before time so that way you can get consideration for any sort of scholarships and assistantships. And soon there is going to be some great announcement of some funding scholarships that is available for graduate students. So please, if you request more information on our website, that way you can stay in the loop once these announcements are made. There is some great funding opportunities coming soon for graduate students and graduate school. So these have been some great questions. If you have any questions, like I said, please drop them in the comments box and we'll respond to them and here live. And as I wait here for more questions, I do want to mention that, getting a master's degree is now more important than ever. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, jobs are requiring master's degrees. Will grow faster than jobs requiring other degrees through 2026. So, now more than ever, a master's degree is going to be very, very important for you to get. And for you to get. So I encourage all of you who are potentially on the line, whether you should start or not, consider this your sign to start graduate school this spring semester. You're going to earn more, not necessarily. It's not always about money, but definitely that is always an incentive to getting your master's degree. The more you learn, the more you earn. And just so that we have, I also want to tell you about, again, like some of our most popular programs right now have been the accelerated online programs. We do have Masters in Public Affairs. We do have the Masters in Business Administration, Educational Leadership, Special Education. These are some of some of the programs that we have. We have so many options for students. We just got a question. What's the deadline to apply? Again, for this spring, for a traditional student, this is the 16-week semester. Traditional student is January 5th to apply, and classes start on January 18th. But the sooner that you apply and get admitted, the sooner you can get settled with, registering for your courses, all the little things that you need to do before classes start, purchasing your books and all of that. So make sure that you apply early before the holidays hit and everybody gets busy. So please do that. For an accelerated online program, the deadline is January 7th for most programs, and those classes start on January 12th. So apply as soon as possible because it does take a couple days for your application to get processed, to be reviewed by the admission committee, and then for a decision to be posted on your portal. And it's really easy to apply. It's one centralized application for all of our programs. You go in there, you add biographical information on there, educational history, educational background, and then it even lists the admission requirements for that particular program. So all of our programs, all our master's degrees have different admission requirements. So it's important to also do your research before applying into a program. Go on our website, click on the program of your interest. For example, if it's business administration, you click on there, and in each program it'll detail exactly what admission requirement is required. Some of the common admission requirements for applications are letters of recommendation, personal statements, and letters of intent. Some will have specific questions that they want you to answer. So these programs really want to know if you are the right fit for their program. Are your research interests aligned with their research? So make sure you do your research as well. Leave some time for that if you are looking to apply. All right, let's see here. We have some more questions. Okay, so we have a question about GPAs applying for graduate school. Some programs we look at your last 60 hours for that. So it just depends which program you are applying to, but the GPA, they're looking at your last 60 hours, and they'll also look at your overall GPA. And it just depends on what program you are applying to. But the minimum is a 3.0 GPA or higher for our graduate programs. And for those of you, I see a question here on waiting for a decision. You've applied to a social work program, I believe. If you are still waiting for a decision and it's been a while, please again reach out to us. I want to reiterate, we do have a phone line, we have our email, we have a text messaging line. You can even schedule a one-to-one appointment. Please contact us as soon as possible. That way we can look into your specific account and see, when a decision will be made. We can get in contact with your graduate program coordinator and see when a decision will be made for your application. And again, for those of you who are just joining us, in terms of funding opportunities, there's going to be some exciting announcements very, very soon in regards to scholarships and funding. So please make sure you get on our mailing list, go to our webpage, request more information. That way, once we do make those announcements, you'll be the first to find out and the first to know about these exciting funding opportunities. So please apply early. That's kind of my best advice is it gives you enough time to go through the process and qualify for any sort of funding opportunities that are available for this spring. And again, I do want to emphasize the part about the Gre Gmat Waiver. This is the last semester. Spring 2022 is the last semester that we will be offering this waiver for programs that qualify for this waiver. So if you are thinking about spring and you're on the fence about it, you should definitely take the plunge and take advantage of this opportunity because it doesn't happen all the time. And again, it's a Gmat. It's an entrance requirement for most programs, not all programs, but for those that it does require, most of them are being waived. Wonderful. Yes, Dr. Longoria is the social work program coordinator. So, she'll definitely be getting back with you soon on your decision and any other questions that you have. And I do want to, reiterate those graduate program coordinators are wonderful. They are the faculty in charge of particular master's programs, and they take you from beginning to end. They review your application with an admission committee, and they go through the process. They advise you in terms of what courses to take, and again, they serve as your advisor through the entire graduate program. I also want to mention, in terms of programs availability, we do have some new programs coming up. We have some new programs that are just launching, a PhD in physics, human genetics, math and statistics, dietetics have been some of our newest programs. Some are still pending approval, but we're definitely have a lot of new things coming out in graduate school. We have a lot of programs available for you. And I encourage you to contact us. Myself and the recruitment team, you can always schedule a one-to-one appointment and really talk about your case because all the programs are so different. And, depending on where you see yourself in terms of your career outlook or where, let's say you're already in a career, you're already pursuing, working and you're just looking for something different, a career change, you're looking for that next promotion. These recruiters are the right person for you to meet with and just talk about your personal story and where you see yourself. And we can help, guide you in terms of which program that might be a best fit for you. So please schedule a one-to-one appointment with us. You can definitely do that on our webpage and meet with someone to really talk about you and where this master's or doctoral degree can take you. And we still have a few more minutes here on live. So again, if you have questions, I'm here for you. So please, wonderful question. Are these new funding opportunities for spring 2022, new and current students? We don't have the criteria or the information just yet, but they will be available to new both traditional and accelerated online students. So just again, look out for that information and that criteria. Let's see, we have another question. If a student were to transfer from another state with previous college credits, would government help scholarships be available to those students? So I encourage you to apply and there's, financial aid availability. If you qualify for financial aid, if you're a veteran, there's also veterans benefits. So you definitely need to apply for, the scholarships as well as the financial aid, the FAFSA application to see if you qualify. But yes, there's all these options available to you, despite you transferring in from another state and whatnot. I think we're let's see. So that where there being another question is, what is the difference between a traditional and an accelerated online program? A traditional program is those that are 16-week long semesters. So, for example, you're going to taking courses between if this fall, August through December, and in the spring, it's January through May. It's your typical cycle of courses. And we do have master's programs that are on campus and that you want to come traditional face-to-face. And then again, the accelerated online programs, these are your 100% online. You can do them from the comfort of your home, on your couch, and at the convenience of when you are available. And the courses are in 7-week modules. So every 7 weeks, you can take up to 6 hours and pretty much there's 6 modules throughout the year, and you can complete one of these accelerated online programs in as quick as 1 year. So they've been really popular with our students, especially right now through the pandemic. Everybody wanted to kind of stay home and stay safe. And so these programs are definitely meant for you. Okay, so someone else is asking about, is my tuition free due to income? Unfortunately, we don't have a program for graduate students in that, but there is funding available. Like I was previously mentioning, we do have financial aid. There are some graduate grants available. We also have scholarships. And then we also have assistantships available, graduate research, teaching assistantships. And these, require 20-hour work weeks on campus. And some assistantships can be off campus as well. And so we do have those funding opportunities for students who might need funding for graduate school. We also have another question. Are international students eligible for the GRE GMAT waiver? Yes, international students, as long as your program is available to apply for this spring and it's a program that qualifies for the waiver, yes, international students as well as domestic students could qualify for the GRE GMAT waiver. That's a really great question, Vanessa. Would I have to apply for the scholarship before or after applying to UTRGV? I say you apply as you're applying as you're applying to graduate school, you should apply to the scholarship as well. You won't get awarded the scholarship unless you're an admitted student, but you should definitely apply at the same time. That way, as you're hopefully getting admitted into your graduate program, you could potentially qualify for those scholarships. So do it at the same time, so that way you can have everything all set to after you're admitted into the program. So there's another great question. Are there opportunities for online students to get involved in research with a faculty member? Ashley, this varies by program, so it really just depends on what program you're interested in. And we'll put you in contact with that graduate program coordinator, because you can definitely work alongside them if they have something available. So it just varies by program. But let us know what program. We'll tell you what graduate program coordinator to contact, and they could let you know if there is an opportunity for research with them. Wonderful. Well, our time is almost up here, but I did want to remind everybody that there is still time to apply for this spring if you are interested, of course, to take advantage of the GRE GMAT waiver that is happening right now. Don't forget that we have a $0 application fee for most programs, so it doesn't cost you a thing. So even if you're on the fence thinking about graduate school, you should apply. It won't cost you a thing for most of our programs. There is funding available for, through financial aid, through scholarships, through assistantships, and the deadlines are approaching this January. And don't forget that you can contact us. We are available for one-to-one appointments. You can visit our website to schedule those appointments. We have an online booking system. And then, of course, you can email us at gradcentral@utrgv.edu. You can text message us, and we will respond to your text messages. And you can definitely call us as well. And don't forget, if you are already admitted into one of our graduate programs for this spring semester, don't forget to register for your classes. It can ensure your spot. Save your seat in the class. You can prepare by getting your books. You can get set up with Blackboard. And so please register for your classes. And if you're having any trouble registering for your classes, again, please reach out to us. We have enrollment specialists ready and available to assist you with one-to-one appointments if you're having any technical difficulties. Okay, so we have, let's see, another question here. To apply for fall 2022 is the set date on February 1st. If you're referring to the application deadline, you can already start applying for some programs for this fall 2022 semester. The deadline does vary by program. There is some programs that have an early February 1st, but for the most part, the deadlines will be closer to in August if you're applying for fall. But like I mentioned to someone earlier as they asked a question, the earlier you can apply, the better, because it ensures that you get admitted in a timely manner, and that you potentially could get qualified for any of the aid that is available. So apply early. Perfect. Well, I think that is all the questions. And if you still have questions, please keep typing them in. We have our team responding to them, and we will respond to any questions on this thread as we see everybody putting their question in. But thank you so much for joining our Facebook Live session. We hope that we will see you this spring 2022 in one of our master's or doctoral programs, or even a graduate certificate. So again, thank you, and please don't hesitate to reach out to us. If you need anything, we are here to assist you. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.